it's a very, very special feeling. It really is like living a dream, you know, and it is different to the other clubs. I've managed some great clubs and had some wonderful times at those clubs. However, this does feel different. You know, everything at Celtic, maybe because of my history of knowing what Celtic was about and the struggles and the glory of where the club is at, to come into here and manage the club is, yeah, it really is like a dream. I had a number of managers that I was that had inspired me really, and when I was younger, the likes of, I always mention Tommy Burns, and Tommy was someone that I really looked up to and admired and was in awe of really as a really, really young coach and seeing him manage. And there's been other managers that I've really enjoyed how they worked and learnt a lot from. But I suppose that the one I would say that really opened my eyes to a lot of things was Jose Mourinho. You know, as a really young coach going into Chelsea and seeing him work at the level that he was at and how he worked was a real big inspiration for me at that time. I've always said it, Paul McStay. I think any time I ever get asked and speak about it, it doesn't change. But one of the things that was really, really nice, I got to meet him a few months back when Paul was over here, sadly for the death of his father. He was here for the funeral and spent a bit of time here. I eventually got him, but just before he went back, we had a lovely cup of tea and chatted in here. And yeah, he was an incredible player and obviously one of many great players that has played for Celtic, but he was the one that I truly love. I suppose there's so many goals, you know. You think of Henrik Larsson's dink over the keeper was a special goal. You know, I thought John Hartson's goal at Anfield was a spectacular goal. You know, and you go further back, you know, I always remember Brian McClare's goal in a League Cup, Skol Cup semi-final, I think it was, against Rangers. It was a real clever free kick over the wall and by Tommy. Tommy dinked it over and Brian finished it. I always remember Paul Byrne's goal. You know, Paul Byrne was a young Irish player that had come to Celtic that I knew when he was younger. He was a really good player, and he was at Oxford. He came up, played for Celtic, and he went to Ibrox and scored a screamer. You know, I'll never forget that goal. So yeah, so probably too many to mention, but those would be the ones that initially would stand out when you ask the question. Hard to single one. I'll never ever forget the welcome I got on that day. My first day at Celtic Park where the sun was shining, and it was a very humbling experience that so many people would turn out to want you to pay the respect to you coming as a manager. And I'll never ever forget that. And then along the way there's been so many incredible memories, like winning the first trophy with the club and our first Champions League night, official at the stadium, and then obviously the feeling after winning the treble on the 27th of May, it will always be with me. So it's hard to say a favourite, but I'll always look at that very first day and never forget that, and many other moments. Unfortunately, yes. Yeah, it's incredible. It's brilliant by the supporters, you know, how they come up with that, and there's so many people come up to me. There was one lady that I'd met on the plane had mentioned to me about her young granddaughter, who's 5, nearly get chucked out of nursery or out of school because she keeps singing it. singing the song. So it's lovely. But from time to time, I just somehow, normally after a game or something where I've heard it sung, it probably just pops to me.